Well, hello there, and good afternoon, or evening, or whatever time it is that you're watching this. I'm FrostPDP, and today we're talking a little bit about what my plans for the channel are. This is my first actual Frost's Thoughts. I know, it's catchy, right? So, it's, May 21st, and I just got done playing a bunch of Crusader Kings II. I know I was thinking of discontinuing that, but I'm not going to. Not yet, at least. I'd like to really mend the schism. What can I say about Crusader Kings II as it's rolling out? Well, I put 2 episodes up a day. That's not the easiest thing in the world to do because each episode is about 18 minutes long, so figuring in time to rename and test and everything, it's about 20 minutes an episode to really produce, which, again, it's kind of just click a button to record it, upload it. But that's not all that really goes into it because there are times when I have to find notebooks and try to play well. So my Crusader Kings II historical immersion project update is really that. It's continuing. I know I was questioning it, but it's continuing. Let's move on to our Master of Orion II. Mutu, great game, I love it, but it's old school strategy. It's Civ 2. It's very unbalanced and broken. If you break out early, you win. If you get a great planet like I did, and right next door, you win. If you know how to game the system, you win the game. In fact, episode that should be going out today or tomorrow, I won the game by accident. I just hit the wrong button. I wasn't even thinking. I voted for myself, and I won the game. What now? Well, we're going to finish it out, obviously, but I feel as if we're going to crush our opposition, and we're going to move on and conquer the world. Tribes Ascend is where I've always I play the game. It's a very different style of game. It's not a strategy game. It's a shooter. It's a great game, even if it's outdated. I wish I could get some team deathmatch in. I think that would be just enjoyable as all hell. But very rarely are those servers up and running. And I feel like eventually just playing Capture the Flag on public is going to get old quick. I got back on Tribes Ascend because a friend wanted me to play Smite with her and her husband, and I might do that. I might try to get into Smite a little bit. I'm not sure how I would do recording that, and my issue with recording Tribes is that I switched from using Raptor, which is okay, but meh. It doesn't work with DOSBox. It doesn't seem to work with certain other things. And I switched to Open Broadcast software, which is great, except I've noticed that the Tribes videos that I did with it, I only posted like one of them, even though I did a couple more. It's because I noticed the quality doesn't, it looks very pixelated. And I'm not sure why exactly that happened. I'm willing to try it out again. I might even play a game or two right now since I have plenty of time today. I actually have time. It's a day off sort of thing. I'm not sure. But the point is, I'm only putting that up as I play anyway. Like, if I play 3 rounds, I'll put 3 videos up, scheduled one day, but there's no timetable to it, whereas Crusader Kings 2 is 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Master of Orion is 12 p.m. with few exceptions. And I have no idea what I'm going to do when I finish this Master of Orion game, which won't be long, I don't think. I might add more Crusader Kings. I'm really looking forward to potentially Europa Universalis 4, maybe. Never played the game before. It looks good. It looks like it's got all of the elements that I would want to see in Crusader Kings. Crusader Kings 2 has the great character management, and don't get me wrong, I love it, but war annoys me. Vassal maintenance annoys me. I feel like so many of these other things are just frustrating, and you end up, part of it's just like, oh, if you have vice royalties, it takes a lot of time to go through every time someone dies and reassign, but if you're not using vice royalties, you're not really getting the most out of your empire. And well, I might be interested in trying an Africa game, or I might be interested in trying, I know there's After the End, which is set in America. That could be kind of cool. I'm not convinced that I want to do like 2 CK2 series at once. I kind of feel like I'm doing one, I'm good with that. I kind of feel like Master of Orion II, I'm going to play it through, I'm going to be done, and then I need to find something else to play. Recommendations are always welcome. I know there are a few of you out there listening to me, and I would love to know what your thoughts are on what game I should play, but budgets are sort of limited. I don't feel like just recording me playing random WoW stuff because, yes, I could record WoW. I'd be one of a million people recording WoW, but I don't raid seriously. I don't really have any good content to show off. There's nothing I could do in WoW that someone hasn't already done other than just say I'm playing WoW, look at me. I sort of feel the same way with League of Legends. You know, I love Vygar, don't get me wrong, but last time I tried to play, I was told I was going to have like a 20-minute queue, and I said, forget this. Like, what am I going to do this for? Smite, I played a couple of rounds. It's fun. It's something I'm considering, but it's also something I don't really know enough about that I don't feel that I would be a great streamer of it just yet. But maybe that's the point. Maybe it would be interesting to see someone learning to play Smite. You know, I have a little background on the theory of how the game works. I've seen the extra credits episode where they talk about game design and how it's in Smite and how it's really, really well designed. And it kind of turned my mind on Summoner's Rift because I used to think, oh, it's repetitive. Well, now I know it's not. You know, like I don't want to play Hearthstone because I don't know anything about it. It's a collectible card game. It's a completely different thing than anything I'm used to. I don't know if I mentioned yet, but Gratuitous Space Battles 2 looked really good. But then you can't control your ships as they go. They sort of just follow a general, we're going to shoot whatever plan. And I don't know if I would feel that interested in it just because I don't control what happens. I feel you should at least have your command ship that you can control. I don't know. I've never played it. I couldn't tell you. I'm very particular with games, as you can tell. So what will I play? Well, I'd love to play Legions, but that doesn't work because it needs to be a 32-bit operating system, and I really don't feel like lugging an old computer out here and hooking it up just to play a few episodes of Legions. Not really what I want to do. Maybe it's in the cards somewhere down the line. That I'll need a virtual machine. You know, I've thought about using... I know this is a shocker here, but I've thought about using emulators to play games that I own. That's the law, right? Last I looked, it's, you know, you can only play games that you physically own. Well, there are games I physically own. Secret of Mana would be an interesting one, maybe. It's got some awesome music. Final Fantasy VI has kind of been done to death. Awesome game, but what's the point? Xenogears would be an interesting game to play through, but at the same time, I know it's been played through before. What I want is a sequel to Xenogears, maybe? I don't know. So, there's lots of ideas I have. You're welcome to throw your suggestion in. You know, I'm looking at a collection right now. I see Mech Warrior. I'm not sure how interesting Mech Warrior 4 would be as a recorded game, but maybe I'll think about it. I have some ideas, but unfortunately I don't have anything solid yet. So for the meantime, you know, you can expect 3 videos a day for at least a week, I'd say, and we'll go from there. Until next time, thank you for joining me, and as always, La Paz.